Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video like up. The world of Hope Valley feels like it is quietly preparing for another transformation. And yet this time, the preparation is more deliberate, more thoughtful. Almost as if both the cast and crew have made a silent pact to protect the heart of the story, while still moving it forward into new territory. As news spreads that production for the next season has been confirmed, the energy on set has shifted dramatically. Where there had been some hesitation earlier this year, a kind of cautious optimism, now there is an undercurrent of excitement. Crew members have spoken in hushed tones about how the production schedule is being streamlined in ways that allow more time for small, intimate scenes that carry deeper emotional resonance. The decision to shoot during a concentrated summer tooth fall block has already changed the way storylines are being structured. Long daylight hours mean more opportunities for outdoor filming, for capturing those glowing late evening scenes that give the town its iconic warmth. And when autumn arrives, the natural colors of the changing landscape will blend seamlessly into the storyline, reflecting character changes in subtle but powerful ways this year. The biggest news behind the curtain is the introduction of a fresh creative voice into the leadership team. While the series has always been consistent in tone, a new showrunner brings an entirely different approach to how conflicts and resolutions will be handled. Insiders suggest that this individual is not looking to reinvent the world of Hope Valley, but rather to deepen it. More emphasis will be placed on character-driven decisions rather than grand sweeping plot twists. That means audiences can expect longer conversations between neighbors, carefully drawn silences between lovers, and a willingness to let moments breathe on screen. In an era when many shows race from one event to the next, Hope Valley is preparing to do the opposite. Slow down, let the pauses linger, and trust that viewers will recognize truth when they see it in the small gestures. One of the most intriguing developments has been the renewed focus on sound. In past seasons, sound was often treated as atmosphere, crickets in the distance, church bells echoing faintly, or wind rustling through tall grass. This season, however, sound is becoming an intentional storytelling device. A conversation with a sound engineer revealed that they are layering the smallest details. It's the faint clink of china cups in the cafe, the creak of wood as someone shifts on a chair, even the uneven rhythm of boots on gravel. These auditory touches are not filler. They are designed to bring viewers into the scene more fully, to make it feel as though you are in the room overhearing lives unfold in real time. Imagine a pivotal conversation between Elizabeth and Nathan, where the pause is filled not by a sweeping score but by the distant whistle of a train, a sound that carries its own weight as a metaphor for change, progress, and distance. It is these subtle creative choices that will make this season stand apart. The costume department is also playing its own game of quiet storytelling. A simple photo leaked from behind the scenes showed a coat neatly pressed and draped over a chair, and fans immediately began speculating about which character would wear it. The design was darker, more structured than the usual wardrobe pieces, hinting at a storyline with higher stakes and possibly a character stepping into a more serious role. Wardrobe has always been a way to chart character growth. Elizabeth's evolving style has mirrored her emotional journey from widowed schoolteacher to resilient single mother to woman daring to open her heart again. This year, costume choices will reportedly be even more symbolic, with colors and textures chosen to echo unspoken emotions. Expect to see deeper earth tones when characters are burdened, lighter fabrics in moments of hope, and perhaps a new accessory or two that acts as a silent promise of future developments. The writing team seems intent on expanding themes of family and caregiving, moving beyond romance and community into the more complicated territory of what it means to support loved ones through hardship. Early indications suggest that one of the storylines will explore the challenges of co-parenting in unexpected circumstances. Scenes are rumored to feature intimate moments of parents negotiating responsibilities, trading night shifts, and struggling with the unspoken guilt of not being able to be everywhere at once. Unlike other dramas that turn parenting into a side note, here it is being positioned as the core of what makes these characters real and relatable. For an audience that values authenticity, this direction will resonate deeply. It is not about sensational drama, but about the quiet heroism of ordinary life, something that has always been at the show's heart. Meanwhile, the actors themselves are fueling speculation with their off-screen activities. Several cast members have been spotted attending holiday-related filming for other Hallmark projects. And while these roles are separate from Hope Valley, fans cannot help but draw connections. Seeing a beloved actor return to the network in a Christmas movie reminds viewers that the world of Hope Valley is part of a larger family of stories. It also ensures that the actors remain present in the audience's imagination, even during the months when the main series is not airing. This clever bit of cross-pollination keeps anticipation alive. Viewers never fully step away from the characters, because they are constantly reminded of them in other seasonal contexts. Community engagement has also reached a new high this year. The Hardys, ever the loyal fandom, have been dissecting every scrap of information they can find, from set photos to accidental slip-ups in interviews. Some have even begun creating elaborate maps of where they think certain scenes will unfold, cross-referencing buildings and landscapes to figure out potential plot lines. The production team seems to be leaning into this, deliberately dropping tiny clues without revealing the larger picture. It is a dance between creators and fans. The show teases just enough to fuel speculation, and the fans, in turn, generate buzz and theories that spread across social platforms, keeping Hope Valley trending even during its off-air months. On the narrative side, there are whispers that Lucas's arc will take on a heavier dimension. His position of authority brings with it dilemmas that cannot be solved with charm alone. Rumors suggest that a storyline may focus on the weight of past decisions catching up with him, perhaps in a way that forces him to confront the divide between public duty and private truth. It would not be the first time Hope Valley explored questions of morality, but this season appears to be preparing to push further into the gray areas. The strength of the series has always been its ability to show that even good people can make difficult choices, and that sometimes those choices hurt the very people they are trying to protect. Lucas's journey could become one of the most layered explorations of that theme to date, beyond individual arcs. The show is leaning more heavily into the collective identity of the town. Hope Valley has always been more than the sum of its characters. It is a living organism that breathes through community gatherings, church meetings, and neighborly gestures. This year, insiders hint that several episodes will highlight the town itself as a character. Expect to see sequences where the town rallies in ways that feel both familiar and newly poignant. Perhaps a large event that tests the town's resilience, or a smaller crisis that reveals the depth of unseen bonds. These storylines remind viewers why this series endures, because it celebrates not only romantic love, but also communal love, the kind that sustains people when everything else falls away. A particularly unique aspect of the coming season is the emphasis on moral ambiguity. In the past, choices tended to resolve toward clarity. But this time, characters will face dilemmas where every option carries a cost. For example, a mother may have to decide between protecting her child's innocence and telling them a difficult truth. A neighbor may have to choose whether to respect privacy or intervene for the sake of safety. These are not dramatic fireworks, but slow-burning moral questions. It's the kind that linger in viewers' minds long after an episode ends. By leaning into complexity, the writers are trusting the audience to appreciate nuance, and that is a bold move in a television landscape that often prizes speed over depth. Even technical aspects of production are being adjusted to support these changes. Directors are experimenting with longer takes, allowing emotional tension to build without interruption. Lighting teams are using natural sources more deliberately, creating scenes where shadows play across faces in ways that suggest inner turmoil. These small choices matter because they create a cinematic language. that viewers may not consciously notice, but will feel deeply. Hope Valley is becoming not just a backdrop, but a mirror for its characters. Inner lives. At the center of all this is the unwavering commitment to authenticity. The producers know that the strength of this series lies not in shocking plot twists, but in the sincerity of its storytelling. That is why there is so much attention being paid to the tiny details: the sound of boots, the color of a scarf, the pause in a conversation. These are the elements that make the world feel lived in, and they are what keep fans coming back season after season as the countdown to the new season continues. Anticipation builds not just because, oh,